Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm pretty sure you guys are all new here because this is a new channel. My name is Sandra. I thought it was time to properly and formally introduce myself since I've been posting, and I don't think I ever made a video where I give you guys a little background on who I am, what this channel is about, what to expect going forward. So I thought this was a great idea to do. First, I'm going to give you guys a little background on this channel, the purpose of this channel, and I have this thing that I do every end of the year where I give a recap of things that went well for me and my resolutions, as it were, for lack of a better word, for the upcoming year, things and goals that I hope to accomplish. So while I do my makeup here, I'm just going to talk to you guys and have a seat, grab a drink, put on your headphones, whatever you need to do, and let's chat. So again, my name is Sandra. This channel is called Sandra Said What Lifestyle. This channel is a derivation of my other channel, which is Sandra Said What. On everywhere on social media, my monikers are Sandra Said What, including Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So Sandra Said What is my main channel. This is how this originated, my Sandra Said What YouTube channel. My Sandra Said What YouTube channel is a commentary channel. So I used to post fashion and beauty content over there, but I just felt like it was important to separate the two so that we could have a clear identity on which is which. So on the other channel, I cover hot topics, social commentary, celebrity news. And because the other channel is more about social and cultural commentary, and this is more beauty and lifestyle, I said, okay, you know what, let me just start this channel, Sandra Said What Lifestyle, where I will post my fashion and beauty content. So if you're interested in social commentary, please go ahead. You can go ahead and check out Sandra Said What, and please, on my Instagram, I actually post fashion and beauty content. But let me give you guys just a little bit of background on myself. I am a multidisciplinary. I specialize in different areas, including fashion, beauty, amongst other things. I am also a business owner. I have a fashion boutique. It's called The PM Edit, THE Premium Mode PM Edit. And the PM Edit is an elevated boutique where we provide quality, elevated basics and fashion items that makes it easy to look put together and effortless without trying. We offer premium products, including clothes, shoes, high quality premium wigs. So that is a lot of the stuff that you're going to see here is going to be relevant to the PM Edit as well, just because it's in the fashion area and this channel is dedicated to fashion and beauty. So naturally that makes sense. Moreover, I am also a content creator. As you can tell, I create content for YouTube on my other channel as well as here. I create content for Instagram. Like I said, my social media, my Sandra Said What Instagram, I post a lot of fashion, beauty, and lifestyle content, and as well as on my TikTok. I actually manage multiple social medias, including my personal and my business social media platforms. So please go ahead and give us a follow, a like, and on here, the PM Edit everywhere on TikTok, Instagram, as well as Facebook. We are on Facebook Shop, TikTok Shop, and Instagram Shop. And we also have a website, which is thepmedit.com. I would truly appreciate it if you would give us a like and follow, as I'm trying to grow my brands. Which brings me to my first end of the year recap. One of the things I really wanted to do was to rebrand the PM Edit from SSW Merch. So we used to go by SSW Merch, which was Sandra Said What merchandise. As I said, the way I got started on social media was on my YouTube channel, Sandra Said What. And then I went into Instagram, I started developing it more, and then I decided, oh, I'm going to start my own fashion, or I'm going to start selling products, which would have been SSW Merch. I'm going to sell merchandise. And I started with hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, that type of stuff. And very quickly, it became something much bigger than I even anticipated. So then, as part of our growth, I wanted that to reflect in the naming, not only the naming, but in the complete separation of my business from my personal brand. Sandra Said What is my personal brand, is who I am, what I do. But as SSW Merch, now the PM Edit, as we've rebranded, is more of its own entity that caters to its own audience and its own customers. So like I said, one of the things that I really wanted to do was to rebrand SSW Merch, and I did that. And I'm so happy that I was able to get all the paperwork together and change all the social medias and do everything that I needed to do to make sure that the PM Edit is now its own entity. Another one of my accomplishments is that last year, I guess, since this is already January of 2026, every year for my birthday, I try to do a big trip. And last year, I went to Europe for the first time. I went to Greece. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time. I was walking everywhere. I went to Santorini. It was beautiful. It was a bit of a culture shock. I do have a lot of content from there. But the thing is, this year, I guess this is going to be another one of my resolutions, right? This year, I'm hoping that I post more of my trips and my content. I have the year before, 2024, I went to Nigeria. I still have all of the content. I haven't made a video with it yet. So I'm hoping that I will put together a Greece trip content video, as well as a Nigeria one, as well as a Mexico one, which is a little bit more of a few years back, but I've not posted it. A solo trip to Mexico, which was some crazy stuff happened. And then, my trips to Puerto Rico. There's a few trips that I have, and I do have a lot of content that I haven't had the time. And it's not that I don't want to. A lot of the times when you own and manage a business, you're really the front man for a lot of things. I'm sure all business owners will tell you it's very time consuming. So I just don't have the time. And sometimes when I'm trying to edit, I never have space. Okay, so now I have space, but I'm hoping I just find the time to edit. Editing, anybody who creates content will let you guys know. Editing takes a lot of time. It's extremely time consuming. So this is one of my resolutions, or one of my goals. It's not, I don't like to say resolutions, but for me, the end of the year is kind of presents me with the opportunity to just sit back, look, reevaluate, reassess where I was last year, where I am now, and where I want to go. So it's just like, for me, a refresher, and to help me refocus on the things that I want to do. So hopefully I will definitely try to put together all my trip contents. I will try with the Greece one. And for Greece, like I said, I loved it. It was definitely a culture shock, and in a sense, because of where we were staying. It was deep in the valleys, away from everything, and it was a bit scary when I first got there, just because I wasn't familiar. I'm in a different country in the middle of what seems to be nowhere, and I was a little bit scared, but it turned out to be fine. But speaking of Greece, one of the goals that I have is that, okay, so I went to Santorini, and then I flew to Athens for a few days to visit the historic sites, which Greece is very famous for. And so I visited the sites, and then I came back to Santorini, where I finished the rest of my trip. And when I went to Athens has a lot of hills, Hills, the hills and valleys. So when you're walking, it's like a natural workout. And I felt like I was working out without even trying. So one of my goals, you guys, is to move to Greece for 6 months. I really want to move to Greece for 6 months, because I feel like that would do so much for me. Now, it's not that I'm a little bit scared, to be very honest. So if any of you guys have traveled alone or lived in Greece particularly, if you guys have ever, lived in different countries, I want to hear your experiences. I want to hear how you guys prep for it, the mindset that you had to get into, and how you managed to, overcome, different challenges that present themselves in a territory that you're not familiar with. I guess that's just what I'm worried about, not knowing what to expect. I mean, I visited, it was fine, but, living there, I don't know. And when you're there for a longer period of time, I'm a bit scared, I'm not gonna lie, but that is one of my goals. I want to move to Greece for 6 months. My next accomplishment is that I really wanted to go to a major concert. I've wanted to, during the pandemic, I don't know if you guys remember the Verses, right? I saw Brandy and Monica. I remember sitting at home watching them, and I was screaming on top of my lungs because I was so excited. And I said to myself, if they ever go on the road, they ever have a concert, I'm going. And so one of my goals, but I also have a big fear of being in large crowds with all the craziness that always happens, unanticipated violence and chaos. I have a huge fear of going in large crowds. Excuse me. Because of that, I try to not attend concerts and things that include large groups of people. But because it was Brandy and Monica, it was crazy because like I knew they were on tour for the Boy Is Mine tour, and I remember I just Googled this to see when they were coming near me, and it was like, oh, they're coming here in like 2-3 days. So I just bought the ticket. I didn't even think about it. I bought the ticket and I went. I had a great time. But that wasn't even the first concert that I was gonna go to that year. I mean, yeah. I wanted to go to the Davido concert. Davido is a Nigerian artist. He came near me, and because I had such a fear of being in large crowds, like if I go to a concert, I don't want to be in the middle. I don't want to be in the center. I want to be in the outer skirts. If something's happening, I need to be able to leave as quickly as I came in and run out. So for the Davido concert, I ended up missing it because the tickets were mad cheap because I went there early. It was like $100 for like front row to be right in front of him. But I'm like, I don't want to be right in front of him where there's other people. If there's pushing and all kind of stampede, I don't want to be involved in that. I know I might sound crazy and some people don't mind, but me, I'm very fearful. So I ended up not buying the concert tickets. And by the time I tried to buy it, it was like so expensive. And usually you wait for the last day. They say buy it the last minute. So I got ready. I went to the concert, to the venue, and I keep checking for, tickets that's being dropped. And it was just like, there weren't tickets, and the ones that was available, the pricing was just so ridiculous. I wasn't going to pay $1,000 for a ticket. So I ended up not attending that concert. But I was very grateful that I attended the Brandy and Monica concert. My God, Brandy is a much greater dancer than she gets credit for. I was also able to catch a cute little moment between Brandy and Monica where Monica was going down and Brandy was going down and Monica was about to come up to perform. And me, once the lights turn off, after they're performing, I'm not looking on the stage to see what's coming next. I'm following you into whatever little hole you're going to see where you're going. And I ended up catching this sweet moment where Brandy and Monica, they were high-fiving in between sets, just hyping each other up. And I posted it. It's on my Sandra Said What Instagram. I don't know. I think I also posted it on my YouTube, my Sandra Said What YouTube. And yeah, and it was just such a cute little moment. And I was glad to be able to capture that. So I guess my goal for this year is to attend more concerts. I know Bow Wow and B2K is supposed to be on tour, and I really hope I get to attend because, even though we may feel how we feel about these artists now, they represent a nostalgic era for us. Maybe because we were young, less responsibilities, life wasn't as serious for us. We feel good about the music that they were putting out, and it was a lot cleaner music. So I think I would love to attend any artists from the like early 2000s like Sierra or Ashanti and stuff like that. Also Kelly Rowland was there when at the Brandy and Monica concert. I saw her, but my favorite modern day singer is Keisha Cole. I realized Keisha Cole can sing anything. I will like it. I just like her voice so much, but I missed her. But yeah, I would definitely attend a Keisha Cole concert. Like I love her music. So yeah, hopefully this year I will be able to attend more concerts and have more fun. So on to my goals for next year. This year. One of my goals for this year is just to pay off my car, but it's not really like a goal. It's something that's going to happen regardless because my car is almost paid off. This is my first time ever having a car, not that I didn't pay cash for. But yeah, this is not really a goal, but it's just like something I'm going to do. But just putting it in my mind that by June, I need to have that handled. So that's one of my goals. And I also have some other personal goals that I don't think I should share just yet. I'm the kind of person, I'm not really, maybe I am superstitious, I don't know what you call it. I don't think I'm superstitious, but I'm the kind of person who I don't like to say what I'm going to do before it happens. For example, let's say if I wanted to buy a house, I don't want to tell people that I'm going to buy a house because a lot of things happen sometimes to where even if you're on the last stage of the process, things might come up and you end up not accomplishing that goal. And me, I'm the kind of person like, I have to know everything is done, all the paperwork is done, the ink is dried, I have my keys, I'm inside before I make that, before I tell. I don't make those kind of announcements on social media, but before I tell, the people who are closest to me. So yeah, I have some other goals that I'm working on, but I won't say just yet. Again, it's not because I'm superstitious, but it's because like I like to do things. I like to know things are done before I say anything about it. The next goal for me is definitely learning how to do my own nails at home. My God, I am sick and tired of the rudeness that we experience at nail salons. And while we're at it, bring back nail prices where we can see them so that you're not deciding on a whim how much you're going to charge me based on how you feel. I need to see what it costs, and I need to know what to expect. And you're not going to charge me per finger based on what you feel. My God. So one of my goals is to do my own nails at home. Now, I have some things I'm trying to order. I know that, with all these things, me personally, I don't mind paying for convenience. I don't mind paying to get my nails done because I know if I'm learning, it's going to take me much longer. I have things to do. I have business to run. I have content to create. I have personal affairs to attend to. Right. But my God, one thing I cannot stand is people being rude to me on top of my money. I'm not going to be paying you my money for you to disrespect me or to be rude to me. So I have this girl that I've been going to. I've gone to her a few times. I think maybe 5 or 6 times now. But she never remembers me. That's fine. I don't care. My thing is, it's hard to find a person at the nail salons, particularly the Asian ones who know how to do designs. This girl, I show up, I show her the picture, boom, bam, bap, it's done. The price is reasonable. But last time I was there, she was so rude to me. And I guess, like I said, she doesn't remember who I am each time, and I don't really care because sometimes I show up looking different. One day I may have a ball cap, one day I may have a bob, one day I may have bangs, whatever. I don't care. As long as you do what I want, I don't care about all that. But she was so rude and disrespectful to me. Even when I tried to address it with her, she wasn't receptive. And I was just like, okay, you know what, you do my nails very well, it's very affordable. However, I am not going to pay to be disrespected. I would rather go somewhere else. There's going to always be other places. I'm sure it's not going to make a difference for your business because you've got your customers. You were in service before me and you'll be in service after. But that's fine. But for me personally, I'm not going to sit around and allow someone to disrespect me and mistreat me, especially when I'm paying for a service. Speaking of businesses, I'm just going to circle back to the PM edit. One of my goals, of course, for any business is always to grow. I want to grow my business. I want to scale my business. I want to get a lot more sales. So I'm really working. I've been working so hard on growing my business and dedicating time to finding high quality products because to me, my reputation is the most important thing. I want people to have products that they are happy about it. And just like I said, I'm a consumer. I go to the nail salons, I go to the store, blah, blah, blah. I buy things and I want to feel like I'm getting the best bang for my buck. And even if it's not me, I'm the kind of person, I'm sorry, this is one of my weaknesses. I'm not going to say I'm going to work on this because I know it's not going to happen. I'm the type, I don't like to complain. If they're doing my nails, I tell them what to do. They're not doing it well, I just don't go back. Okay, I don't like to make a fuss. I know, you got to speak up. I'm sorry, I don't have that battery in my back to do that on the spot. So, however, I do understand, the importance of good customer service. I understand that if someone paid for a service or a product that they're not happy with, what can we do? How can we resolve it? And how can we make the situation better? So so that you're happy and to do it in a respectful manner that the person feels that they're valued and that, even if I didn't get everything I want, but at least I felt heard, I felt respected, I felt appreciated as a customer and valued. So I've been working on my business and that's the goal I have. I hope to grow my business and scale it to where, I can, I guess that's part of one of my personal goals that I don't want to say just yet. And I can let you guys know in the future what that goal was. But yeah. And also going back to my trip to Greece, while I was there, I was posting a lot of content on my Instagram. I started picking up a bit of traction and my Brandy video did very well. So I started picking up traction. So my goal is to be at least at 5,000 followers by the end of next year. Right now, I think I have like 3,600. So that would be so great if you guys give me a follow there. I know it's so hard to grow on Instagram and on social media these days because, people are holding on tight to that follow and subscribe. So I appreciate you guys for subscribing to this channel, and I would also appreciate you guys for to subscribe to my not just subscribe, to follow me on Instagram, because that's one of my goals, to grow on Instagram. And I've been doing a lot of promotional content as well. I get offered a lot. I get invites to do collaborations every single day, but I only do promote products that I really wanted to try, or a product that I feel like, okay, let me see, I feel like might be worth it, because creating content is very time consuming. So I'm not just going to accept the product just to accept the product, especially if it doesn't align with my brand, right? So that's very important. But this year, I hope to do more collaborations, but I have been getting a lot of collaboration invites. Sometimes I just don't have time to spend hours filming for a product that costs like $50 to $100. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I just hope to continue to grow on social media, and I hope you guys will be with me here for this journey. And while you're here, tell me, how did you find me? I'm always curious. How did you guys find this channel? And what are you hoping to see more of on this channel? What can I do that would make you say, okay, she was worth my subscribe. Oh yeah, I like the way she did this. Do you guys like my videos so far? I know I post a lot of shorts, YouTube shorts, which is easier for me because once I create the content for Instagram, I don't have to create a new content. I just can take it from whatever I created for Instagram and post it here. So that helps me stay consistent here. Yeah, how did you guys find my channel? What are you guys hoping to see more of? Where are you guys watching from? What are your interests? Yeah, like, I'm always very curious. And again, I appreciate you guys so much for being here. I don't know how much to say it. It's just, I always, being a content creator can have its moments of where you're doubtful, right? Like, for example, there's this running joke on Instagram, like, I just spent hours creating this video that's going to get me five likes and 3 unfollows. And it's so true, because I don't know what it is or why, but people hold on to that like and follow so hard, and people will just unfollow you when you spend time creating content that you think people will enjoy. So it can create moments of doubt and discouragement. But if you are a new content creator, my advice to you would be, stay the course. Do it for you. Do it because you like it. One of my advice I always to give people is that if you are creating content thinking that you're going to get rich, you're setting yourself up for failure, because the moment you don't see the return on investment, as it were, on the time you spend, on the content you're creating, you feel like it's not worth it and you give up. But when you do it because you enjoy it, because you liked dressing up, because that's why it's important to be in a lane to doing something that you enjoy. Yeah, so that's my advice to you. Just create the content that not just that you enjoy. You have to create high quality content, obviously, but just make sure it's in an area that you like. Anyway, you guys, I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will talk to you guys soon. Let me know what you think of this look. This hair is actually from my boutique. And again, the PM edit, it is a P427 highlight. So it's brown and blonde, honey blonde. Yeah, so, and you see the lace is invisible. I do not have any glue on this hair. I just put a little hairspray to glue it down when I'm doing videos, because sometimes the camera can be very harsh. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later.